So, first it's just so in this class, I am going to discuss about nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. So, nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. Nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. So what is it is also called NMR spectroscopy in this short form. NMR spectroscopy. The short form is called NMR spectroscopy. So nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy is a powerful analytical technique used to characterize organic molecules. So it is used to characterize organic molecules by identifying carbon hydrogen framework. By identifying carbon and hydrogen framework within molecules. So two common types of NMR spectroscopy are used to characterize organic structure. The one is proton NMR. Proton NMR is also called proton NMR is used to determine the type and number of hydrogen atoms. Type and number of hydrogen atoms in a molecules. And another type, that is C13 NMR. C13 NMR. So C13 NMR is used to determine the type of carbon atoms. Here proton. Here carbon. C13 NMR is used to determine the type of carbon atoms in the molecule. Using this method and other instrumental method, including infrared, mass spectrophotometry, entire structure of the molecule can be determined, including mass and IR. So include NMR, C13, this proton NMR, C13 NMR, and mass and IR. So by knowing these four details, we can determine entire structure of the molecule. By knowing the NMR, C13, mass and IR of the molecule. So which type of molecules? What is the magnetic properties of nuclei? We know that. So magnetic properties means the atomic nucleus is spinning charged particle. So atomic nuclei ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ spinning charged nuclei, either left side or right side. ಇದು spin ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ nucleus. Charged particle, nucleus spins on its axis and it generates a magnetic field. So ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ nuclei spin ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it generates magnetic field on it generates a magnetic field. So without ಇದನ್ನ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಈ ತರ random ಆಗಿ spin ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ molecules. Nucleus is spinning charge randomly with its axis and generate a magnetic field. Without external magnetic field, so without external magnetic field ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, they are randomly oriented. Okay? Randomly oriented. So without external magnetic So in the present of the nuclear spins are random direction in the without external magnetic field. But when an external magnetic field is applied or present, the nuclei align themselves either with or against the field of magnetic field. Either direction of the magnetic field. See, either direction or against. Either direction. So this is also called B. Then this magnetic field is B. This is B. In the absence of field, without an external magnetic field, the nuclear spins random direction. The random direction. In the presence of magnetic field, this randoms is aligned. Some of the nuclei aligned the direction, and some of the nuclei are opposite. It's against the field of magnetic field. The nuclei aligned with the field is called alpha state. So this is called, two states is there. So this is aligned with the direction. Opposite, that is beta. So it splits into two energy in the presence of magnetic field. There is alpha state. This is alpha state. This is beta state. Okay? The absence of magnetic field different ಆಗಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆದಾಗ alpha state ಮತ್ತೆ beta state ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Again, so beta state is against the field. Alpha state is the nuclei aligned with the field are lower in energy. This aligned on the field is lower in energy, against are higher in energy. The next, flipping of spin. So when a nuclei is placed in a strong magnetic field, the energies of two nuclear spin states become unequal. So this becomes some of excess in the lower energy state. The energy at the two nucleus becomes unequal. The energy is needed to flip the proton. So ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ NMR. ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ NMR ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. It has nuclear charge. Some of them is in this direction and some of the electron are in this direction. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಲಿಪ್ಪಿಂಗ್, ಇದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. In the applied magnetic field apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು some of the nucleus means are in the alpha state, some of are in the beta state. Then some of the energy is needed to flip the proton, the aligned alpha state proton from its lower energy state alpha state to higher energy spin state. Higher energy spin state means beta state. When electromagnetic radiation appropriate energy. Electromagnetic radiation is CGX, UV, IMR. This is electromagnetic. So this is gamma ray, X-ray, UV rays, IR, magnetic, IMR, radio frequency. So this is micro. M is micro. These are the range of electromagnetic radiation ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So gamma, X, UV, IMR, micro, radio frequency. So usually proton absorbs electromagnetic radiation ಅನ್ನು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ವಿಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So when electromagnetic radiation of the appropriate energy is applied to nuclei that have been oriented by magnetic field, already oriented by magnetic field, then pass electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation contains these are the radiations. Among this radiation was absorbed by this alpha state and get excited to beta. When the nucleus in alpha state will absorb the radiation, flipping its spin and enter in the beta state. This absorption is detected. So detector resulting in a signal in NMR. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಫ್ಲಿಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This is detected as signal, that is called NMR. This is called NMR. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Thus, proton of an organic compound absorbs energy when the energy difference between the alpha and beta spin states equal to the energy defined by the operating frequency of the spectrophotometer. Andre delta difference of energy is equal to operating frequency h mu. Aita h mu. So this is the actually flipping of spin. How much radio frequency energy is required? What is beta? B is nothing but magnetic radiation. So magnetic radiation is like this. This 1.1 Tesla, and this is 14.1 Tesla. ಅಂದ್ರೆ if you apply magnetic field energy ನ increase ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ will Tesla is the strength of magnetic field. See 14.4 Teslaದಲ್ಲಿ energy gap more, 1.4 Tesla energy gap is less. What is the radio frequency is required in this 1.4 range ಅಲ್ಲಿ? radio frequency are 60 megahertz is enough in the 1.4. and 14.4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ into 10 is 600 megahertz radio frequency is required to flip alpha to beta. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಫ್ಲಿಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಇದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ರಿಕಾರ್ಡ್ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ 60 ಮೆಗಾಹರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ 60 ಮೆಗಾಹರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನಫ್. ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 60 ಮೆಗಾಹರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನಫ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ which type of atoms source or which type of nuclei will display NMR? So mass number, this is the theory actually. So mass number and atomic number, spin quantum number, atomic number, spin quantum number. So mass number is hard, atomic number is hard. Mass number andre Z A. This mass number, this atomic number atom alli. So proton mass number 1, atomic number kuda 1. So this atomic number is mass number. If mass number is odd and atomic number also odd, that will spin is of 3/2 and 5/2, etc. If mass number is even, this is odd. So then 1, 2, spin is 3, 4. Both are even. Mass number even na, idu kuda atomic number kuda even. Then what is the spin? 0. Spin is 0. So which type of molecules show here NMR? all nuclei with odd masses such as odd masses means proton C13, proton C13, boron 11, F19. So these are all odd. See, this is 9, this is 1, this is 6, and boron 5. Okay. Even odd. So this is so NMR. Even odd ಇನ್ನೋಡಿಲಿ odd ಇದ್ರೆ that will show NMR active. Number is even, atomic number is so inactive. If both are even, then spin is 0, NMR inactive. For example, carbon 12, see, both are even. 6, oxygen, both are even. So NMR inactive. This is the theory of which type of nuclei is so NMR spectroscopy here. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಆಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇವನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಇವನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ no NMR signal. So number of orientation. So if its spin is off, how much orientation is there? Number of orientation. What is the formula? 2I plus 1, where I is spin. Proton. What is the spin? Spin is off. What is the number of orientation? I is off plus 1, that's equal to 2 orientation. What is the orientation? 2 orientation. Example, proton, C13 and F19. These are all spin is off. If I is equal to 3 by 2, 2 into 3 by 2 plus 1. So that is orientation. So orientation 4. So what are the molecules? B11, spin is 3 by 2, chlorine 35, spin is 3 by 2. Like that, if I is equal to 1, 2 into I is 1 plus 1, that's equal to 3. So this is H2, this is N. Examples. If I is, this is the number of orientation is calculated by using this formula. So what is the actually relaxation andre ಏನು? What is relaxation? So there are two types of relaxation. So first, what is relaxation is very important. Relaxation. This involves the transfer of energy from the nucleus of higher energy. Relaxation phenomena. Relaxation phenomena andre from ground state to ejected state. Depth ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ಸೊ ಹೇಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸ್ಪಿನ್ this involves transfer of all aggregates H magnet healing and D shield. Circulation of electron around the protons. So ನೋಡಿ, protons ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, proton ಅಲ್ಲಿ electron circulate ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So hydrogen structure ಇದು atomic structure. If the proton itself generates a field, it opposes the magnet. ಈಗ proton itself ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಸೈಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಲೋಯರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. In the presence of magnetic field, proton itself generates what? Charge. One is aligned with the magnetic field and opposite. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು HCS3 CS3 CS3 ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಇಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಮೋರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ opposes this radio frequency means ಇಲ್ಲಿ circulating electrons around the proton ಆಯ್ತಾ around the proton itself generates a magnetic field. You know opposes applies this opposite because of this electron pushing this ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿನ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Applied so opposes the applied field. Then the field felt by proton is diminished and the proton is said to be sealed. Very important. This radio frequency field by proton diminished and proton is said to be sealed. Why sealed? This already electron density push ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ radio frequency ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಮಿನಿಷ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ field felt by proton is diminished. This field is opposed this radio frequency. So sealing means the nucleus experiences a lesser magnetic field and hence process with lower frequency. So what about de-shielded? The opposite. ನೋಡಿ this electron filters this side ಇದು electron filter ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ electron ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ electron ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಇರೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಎರಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ದೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಡಿಶೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ the field reinforces if the field ಈ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ reinforces applied field reinforces the applied field then the field felt by the proton is augmented means increased augmented and proton is said to be de-shielded and the proton augmented and the proton is said to be de-shielded. ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿ-ಶೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇದು. ಸೊ ರೀಇನ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ರೀಇನ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. proton absorbs more radio frequency. Thus then this is called de-shielded and this is sealed. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮೋರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಸೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಟ್. ಟೆಟ್ರಾಮೆಥೈಲ್ಸಿಲೇನ್ is the standard taken as 0 frequency. ಸೊ ಸೀಲ್ಡೆಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೀಸನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೇನಿದು ಲೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ. ಡಿ ಸೀಲ್ಡೆಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಡಿ ಸೀಲ್ಡೆಡ್ means high frequency. It experiences high frequency. It absorbs high frequency. Aita? So this is shielded and de-shielded. So in the next unit, what is chemical shift? Chemical shift andre eno? ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲೈನ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ CS if the individual field opposite applied shielded, electron is said to be diamagnetic ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So this is called definition diamagnetic. Shielded na diamagnetic opposes, and nucleus is called diamagnetic. Thus effective